Today, we're diving into 7 advanced vocabulary words that will take your English to the next level. Let's get started.
Human life is ephemeral.
Ephemeral. Ephemeral means lasting for a very short time. For example, we can say, the beauty of the cherry blossoms is ephemeral. Youth is ephemeral. It passes by quickly.
Human life is ephemeral.
But dreams are ephemeral and sometimes impossible. So, we must ask, where do dreams go to die?
Films are ephemeral, while books, and good ones, are eternal, or close to it.
Advanced vocabulary number 2.
He was only 12.
Precocious kid.
Precocious. Pre. This prefix comes from Latin and means before or earlier than. Think of preheat or predict. When we say someone is precocious, we mean they show skills or abilities much earlier than expected. For example, a child who can play the piano like a professional or who talks like an adult.
He was only 12.
Precocious kid.
Hey, my precocious little dog.
It must be precocious puberty.
She's a little precocious.
Advanced vocabulary number 3.
Football's ubiquitous in Texas.
Ubiquitous. Ubiquitous means present everywhere or seeming to be everywhere. For example, smartphones are ubiquitous nowadays. English is ubiquitous as a second language in many countries around the world.
Football's ubiquitous in Texas. Pro football, college football, high school football, pee-wee football.
But that doesn't prove that anvils were so common.
It does. It proves that anvils were so ubiquitous at one point. Was that the word, ubiquitous?
Simple and ubiquitous ant.
I'm ubiquitous, Hanny.
Advanced vocabulary number 4.
I'm gregarious. Interested in others.
Gregarious. The word gregarious comes from the prefix greg, which means group or flock. When someone is gregarious, it means they love being around other people. They enjoy socializing and being part of a group. Another word for gregarious is sociable. Jessie is very gregarious. She loves hosting parties and meeting new people. My brother isn't very gregarious. He prefers staying home rather than going to parties.
I'm gregarious. Interested in others.
My Pino is not shy. He's very gregarious.
Thomas was a gregarious man with a passion for the arts and letters.
Did you ever think about that? And so he's not Mr. Gregarious.
He was charismatic. He was gregarious.
Advanced vocabulary number 5.
Serendipity. You surprised me again.
Serendipity. Serendipity means finding something good without actually looking for it. It's like a happy accident. For example, imagine walking down the street and finding money on the ground. You weren't looking for it, but there it is. That's serendipity. Traveling to new places often leads to serendipity.
Serendipity. You surprised me again.
Serendipity brought us together, and no force on earth could tear us apart.
What a delightful force of nature. Serendipity.
Serendipity? Perhaps.
Maybe it was serendipity.
Advanced vocabulary number 6.
Actually, we don't really talk at all. Victor's more of a physical being. I just mean he's not particularly loquacious.
Loquacious. Loquacious means someone who talks a lot and enjoys talking. If you have a friend who always has a lot to say, you can describe them as loquacious. It's not a bad thing at all. It just means they're very talkative and probably have lots of stories to share. My grandma is the most loquacious person I know. She can tell stories for hours.
Actually, we don't really talk at all. Victor's more of a physical being. I just mean he's not particularly loquacious.
You may have noticed through the years that I can be quite loquacious.
Is that the kind of man you need? Loquacious type?
Old friends. Old, cranky, loquacious friends.
Not the loquacious type. I get it.
Advanced vocabulary number 7.
Have I just surrounded myself with sycophants who are just telling me whatever I want to hear, regardless of the truth?
Sycophant. This is an interesting word with a negative meaning. A sycophant is someone who flatters rich or powerful people just to gain advantages. Have you ever seen someone who constantly praises the boss just to get a promotion? That's a sycophant.
Thank you, sycophant.
What?
Oh, great, another sycophant.
Have I just surrounded myself with sycophants who are just telling me whatever I want to hear, regardless of the truth?
Quiz. Which word is an antonym of ephemeral? A. Transient. B. Momentary. C. Temporary. D. Permanent. The answer is D. Permanent. What is the definition of sycophant? A. A person who is extremely lazy. B. A person who is very intelligent. C. A person who flatters someone powerful for personal gain. D. A person who is very talkative. The answer is C. A person who flatters someone powerful for personal gain. What is the definition of loquacious? A. Silent and reserved. B. Extremely talkative. C. Mysterious and enigmatic. D. Lazy and lethargic. The answer is B. Extremely talkative. Which child might be described as precocious? A. A 6-year-old who still cannot read. B. An 8-year-old who speaks multiple languages fluently. C. A 10-year-old who struggles with basic arithmetic. D. A 12-year-old who dislikes reading. The answer is B. An 8-year-old who speaks multiple languages fluently. Which scenario could be described as serendipity? A. A chance meeting with an old friend while traveling. B. A meticulously planned wedding. C. A scheduled business meeting. D. A prearranged family reunion. The answer is A. A chance meeting with an old friend while traveling. If something is described as ubiquitous, how is it likely experienced? A. It is rarely seen. B. It is unique and special. C. It is hidden from view. D. It is commonly encountered. The answer is D. It is commonly encountered. If someone is described as gregarious, how are they likely to behave? A. Avoid social gatherings. B. Enjoy spending time with others. C. Prefer working alone. D. Shun public speaking. The answer is B. Enjoy spending time with others. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe.